common word combinations. It is not always easy to know which preposition to use after a particular noun, verb, or adjective. Here are some of the most common combinations. Accuse somebody of something. Example, she accused me of breaking the flower vase. Ella me acusó de romper el florero. Afraid of. I'm afraid of the dark. Tengo miedo de la oscuridad o a la oscuridad. I'm afraid of the dark. So, agree with a person, opinion, or policy. Could you explain policy, Charlie?
I don't know what's policy.
Okay. The policy of my business is I charge forehand. La política de mi empresa es que cobro de antemano. Ours is a different case. Okay? So, I couldn't agree with him. You always agree with, or you don't agree with. All right? I couldn't agree with him. No pude ponerme de acuerdo con él. O no estaba de acuerdo con él. Fatty foods don't agree with me.
No conmigo.
Comida grasa no es bien para mí. He left the firm because he couldn't agree with their marketing policy. The firm es la empresa. Puedes decir the firm or the company. Okay? So he left the firm because he couldn't agree with their marketing policy. Él dejó la empresa porque no estaba de acuerdo con la política de marketing o con la forma de marketing que llevaron. You agree about a subject of discussion. You and me. We agree about most things. Estamos de acuerdo en la mayoría de las cosas.
Sí.
You agree with a person, opinion or policy.
O sea, con algo en concreto es with.
And you agree about the subject of discussion. Okay? Agree on a matter of for decision. I repeat, agree on a matter for decision. For instance, we still haven't agreed on a date. Aún no nos hemos puesto de acuerdo respecto a una fecha. Agree on a matter for decision. And now, agree to a suggestion. I will agree to your suggestion if you lower the price.
Okay.
Estoy de acuerdo con tu sugerencia si bajas el precio. Yeah? You agree to a suggestion. And one is angry with or at a person for doing something. She was angry with me for using her car without her permission. Ella estaba enfadada conmigo por utilizar su coche sin su permiso. She was angry at me for the same reason. So you can be angry with me and you can be angry at me. You can use either preposition. Okay? You are angry about something. Or angry at something. I will give you an example. Yesterday I checked on my bank account and I realized someone has drawn a large amount from my account. So I'm angry at the bank. I'm angry about the fact that someone could get into my account. I'm also angry about having noticed this Friday night, and on Saturday I cannot do anything because the bank is closed, so I have to wait till Monday. I'm angry about this fact. Okay? Anxious about. It's almost the same as being worried about. Now, let me show you the difference. Just the difference there is between being angry and being worried and being anxious. For instance, when I adopted the wolf, he has never ever been walked. Nunca le han sacado. So each time I took him out on the street, he was anxious to walk and he pulled very hard on the leash. Now he isn't that anxious anymore. He didn't worry. Right? Now he worries about when I leave. Will he take me with him or not? Right? So, but you're always anxious or worried about something. Okay? I'm getting anxious about your safety, or I'm getting worried about your safety. As a matter of fact, right now, I'm worried about your nervous state. Okay? Ahora mismo estoy preocupado por tu estado de nervios. All right? So, you can be anxious for. You can substitute this for being eager to have. Uh-huh. We are anxious for an end to this misunderstanding. Estamos ansiosos para que termine este malentendimiento. I'm anxious about playing my guitar. I'm eager to play my guitar. Now you understand the term eager, being eager? Okay. And anxious to. Eager or wanting, right? She is eager to leave. Or she is anxious to leave. Ella está ansiosa de salir, de largarse. and apologize to somebody for something. Yeah? We must apologize to him about for something, for whatever we did. Decades ago, a young friend of mine from New Zealand, we agreed on meeting at a certain hour. I didn't show up, so next time we met, I told him, I must apologize to you. And this young lad, he told me, never ever apologize. Stay for what you do. Stay to what you do, sorry. Arrive at or arrive in. What time does the plane arrive at New York? But when did you arrive in Canada? You arrive at a specific place. You arrive in something like a country, an event. Okay? Well, a little math. Divide. What preposition would you use?
For.
No, you divide into.
Into.
Okay? He divided the cake into 8 parts.
But when
Now, 9 divided by 3 makes 3. Okay? And to dream of something, or think of something, imagine, okay? He always dreams of becoming a famous mechanic. I think that's you.
Yeah.
Okay, you always think of becoming a famous mechanic. But do you imagine yourself of becoming a famous mechanic?
Oh. I don't used to.
You should. Okay. Dressed. What
Dress?
preposition would you use?
In what case?
Estoy vestido al estilo americano.
On.
No, I'm dressed in an American way.
In. Dressed in.
Okay?
Era in o on. O sea, era una.
She came dressed in white. Okay? So, drive into. For instance, you drive the car into the garage. Or you drive the car into the open. You drive into the city. But once you are in the city, then perhaps you find yourself in the thick traffic. Okay? Example over here, Susie drove into a tree again yesterday. So I think she was driving with closed eyes. Was kind of checking her WhatsApp or whatever. Okay, enter into an agreement, enter into a discussion, etc. We just have entered into an agreement with them. Okay? Enter is used without a preposition when it means enter a place. I enter the square. I enter the building. These are places. But you enter into a discussion. For instance, Abel and me, we are discussing something, and all of a sudden you jump in. You enter into the discussion. Okay? The conversation stopped as we entered the temple. Okay? It was a heavy traffic when we entered the city. Okay? Explain. You always explain something to somebody. This is clear. Could you explain this to me? No, I couldn't. Why couldn't you? For whatever reason. Okay? And to finish off, we fight with, we struggle with, we quarrel with, we argue with.
What's a scrabble?
Scrabble? Struggle.
A struggle. What's a struggle?
Sometimes, since the case is very tight, I struggle to get the phone into it, or I'm struggling finding the armhole when I put on my shirt, especially when I'm in a hurry. Okay? When you have a difficulty, in order to overcome this difficulty, whatever nature this difficulty is, then you are struggling. Okay? Perhaps, I don't think this is your case, but perhaps you are struggling with your English. I don't think so.
A little bit.
Sometimes. Okay? So, all right. This is this.